EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave it away.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they get this to the 45. That was a lightning fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the run out of the play. He took the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Jones. Over the middle, it's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 29, Jones eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try to keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Hill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Washington. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early. But I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the gun, here's Hill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorten the sticks.
So matching field goals on the opening 2 drives.
It feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of a football short here on 3rd down. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Giants have moved out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Hill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap for Hill. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Hill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here's a quick throw to McBride.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dalvin.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to do.
And he loses the football a second time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there with all the lessons, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Finding room at midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Hill. He finds his man. Complete. That's Perry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They run it again with Chubb. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Looks for the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back. Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 42 yards rushing forward now to this point. It's like a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones rolling to his right. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there at 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Being chased out left. That's out to Chubb, complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. He's going to launch it for Washington.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And down to the 41.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get this one to McBride. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Uncorks one for Davis. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Touchdown, Giants! Julio Jones, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Giants continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the goal that hurts the most, the one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes to special teams.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Now, the Giants season will continue at least another week as we say so long, everybody.